Thank you very much. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, I want to welcome you all to the third induction ceremony of the Medical Laboratory Science. For the sake of those that don't know, this is the University of Medical Sciences, the very first specialized medical and health sciences university in Africa. You are all welcome once again. Please, I want to seek your indulgence that when the inductees are coming in, please, would like you to stand up. Thank you very much. Shall we please stand for the inductees' procession? The inductee procession led by the faculty officer, Egba Toluwalashe. Next is the academic staff procession. Vice Chancellor's possession. Let's remain standing for the anthems.
Possible creating room to pursue excellence for research, and we care to all to achieve the best in health sciences, build our nation, change the world. Touching lives and making impact in the nation is our goal. Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow. Unimed, Unimed, giving all for a better tomorrow. Unimed, Unimed, better health for a greater nation. Pathway to a healthy nation, frontiers in medical innovation, and a benchmark in health education. Step by step in one accord, touching lives and making impact in the nation is our goal. Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow. Unimed, Unimed, giving all for a better tomorrow. Unimed, Unimed, better health for a greater nation. Hail Unimed!
Please, let's be seated. Yes, once again, Thank you very much. Yeah, once again, I want to welcome you to the third induction ceremony of the Medical Laboratory Science. I would like to introduce the heads present in this institution. Yeah, first on the list is the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, ably represented by the Chairman, Committee of Dean, Professor Ezekiel Adebayo. Please let's celebrate him. We also have the presence of the Registrar, Dr. Wole Ekundayo, ably represented by the Deputy Registrar, Governing Council Affairs and General Administration, Mr. Ezekiel Imolia Yohadeniro. We also have the Bossa, Mr. Ms. Oshitu, ably represented by Mr. Babatunde Ajala, that is the Deputy Bossa. We also have with us the University Librarian, that is a Librarian Dr. A. Odu Wole Adebambo. With us in this program is the Registrar, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, that is Professor Tosa Irabo, ably represented by the represented by Mrs. Ini Edet. We also have with us the CMAC Unimed TH, that is a Dr. Akinwumi Akinbodewa. He is representing the CMD of a Unimed TH. Yes, we also have with us the Dean, Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. That is a Professor Abdulaziz Aderebi Abubakar. Then the guest lecturer for this great occasion is Professor Mrs. Evrista Oseme. We have the Acting HOD, Medical Laboratory Science, UNIMED. That is a Dr. Samuel O. Oyedeji. With us is the Chairman Committee on Professional Induction Ceremonies. That is Professor Wasiu Adebimpe. Then the Faculty Induction Committee Chairman, Dr. Akinpelu Morenikeji. Next on the agenda is a welcome address by the Dean of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. That is Professor A.A. Abubakar. Please let's celebrate him as he steps forward.
The chairman of this occasion and the Vice Chancellor of our great citadel of learning, Professor Adesegun Fatusi. Ably represented by the Professor Ezekiel Adebayo Taiwo, the member of the university management team on the high table, representative of the registrar, CEO, MLSCN, Mrs. Ini Ede, Chairman, University Professional Induction Ceremonial Committee, Professor W.O. Adebimpe, Induction Guest Lecturer, Professor Evarista Osime, other distinguished personalities on the high table, parents and guardians, yet to be inducted MLS graduating students, my Lord, spiritual and temporal, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm highly delighted to welcome you all to this occasion, particularly the representative of the Mr. Vice Chancellor of this great institution, who doubles as the chairman of this occasion and the chairman of Committee of Dean. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, your unalloyed support for all the programs in the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, especially medical laboratory sciences, despite the prevailing financial challenges in the country, is well appreciated. It is in record that the administration of the current Vice Chancellor of the university increase the strength of our full-time academic staff in the Department of MLS from 8 in year 2021 to 16 in 2024. In addition, 9 medical laboratory scientists and 4 dedicated, well-equipped laboratories were provided for the program. We say a big thank to you, sir. My profound gratitude also goes to the Mr. Vice Chancellor for the support and confidence reposed in me as the elected Dean of the faculty for the 6th year. Aside my humble self that served as the pioneer head of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science in this first specialized University of Medical Science in Nigeria, I would like to recognize and appreciate the contribution of other eminent colleagues that equally serve in the same capacity at one point or the other in the history of the department. Immediately after the pioneer head was Professor G.R.A. Okogun, followed by Dr. T.D. Adeniyi, then Dr. G.O. Adeosun, and currently the acting head, Dr. S.O. Oyedeji. Your efforts are all well appreciated. This occasion wouldn't have been possible without the enabling environment and financial support by the management of this great institution. I therefore thank very profusely all the principal officers of the university, starting from the amiable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academy, Professor Rose Angela I. Nwoba, the Registrar, Dr. Wole Ola Ekundayo, and the Bursar, Dr. Mr. MSO Shitu, and the University Librarian, Dr. Adebambo Oduwole. My appreciation will be incomplete if I fail to recognize the contribution of the Chairman, Committee of Dean, Professor Ezekiel Taiwo Adebayo, and the Chairman, Committee of Professional Induction Committee Ceremony, Professor W.O. Adebimpe. We are very much grateful, sirs. All other deans of faculties, directors, heads of departments and units here present, your support are highly appreciated. I want to specially and respectfully recognize the representative of the registrar, Mrs. Ini Ede, who has contributed immensely to the reality of today's event. For the avoidance of doubt, the inductee we are celebrating today recorded 100% pass in their final professional exam under the watch of the registrar. Also, in the history of medical laboratory science program at UNIMED, this very set recorded 4 first-class inductees with no third class among the members of this set. And very interestingly, all the 4 first-class graduating students are female. The wonderful performances of this set of inductees can be traced to the unalloyed support of the university management and the registrar of the council. Thank you very much, sirs. I also want to sincerely recognize the welcome the induction lecturer today, Professor Mrs. Evarista Osime, a professor of hematology and blood transfusion science at the University of Benin, Nigeria. She will be doing justice to the induction lecture titled Transforming Healthcare Delivery in Nigeria Using Digital Technology, the Role of Medical Laboratory Scientists. I would like to use this occasion to appreciate the contribution and cooperation of our 2 dynamic directors of medical laboratory services in UNIMED Teaching Hospital, Mrs. Christiana Olayemi Awe and Mr. Abiodun Fagite. You are all indeed indispensable to the training of our students. Thank you, sir and ma. I sincerely welcome the state chairman, and other executive members of National and State Association of Medical Laboratory Science of Nigeria, here present at this occasion. We appreciate you all. We also appreciate the role of the CMD in training of our students. We thank the CMD Unimed Teaching Hospital for their tremendous role in ensuring that we have quality medical laboratory scientists. Thank you, sir. Distinguished parents, prospective inductee, spiritual leaders, traditional rulers, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome. At this juncture, I congratulate all the MLS prospective inductee of today for passing through the university and the teaching hospital, and also allow the two institutions to pass through them. The set of inductees are particularly special and exceptionally brilliant, bagging only first class and second class throughout. I wish you all well in your future endeavor. I also use this occasion to facilitate with the parent and guardian of the prospective inductee. I thank you all for traveling from far and near to be part of this memorable event in spite of your very busy schedule. May God Almighty grant you journey mercies back to your various destinations. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, permit me to announce the presence of the Director, Medical Laboratory Services, Unimed TH. That is a Mr. Abiodun Fagite. You're highly welcome, sir. Shall we please celebrate the Unimed Musical Band as they give their rendition?
Share a glance and meet and know each other, and now our time is up. The band is backing up. We'll find another chance to meet again together and feel each other's call. I feel them breaking up. Is this time that almost always makes me cry before we say goodbye? I wanna let you know I love you. Thank you for playing my music. Thank you for singing my song. Thank you for sparing the moment. As with you I feel I really belong. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for being my friend. And if I part to cross somewhere, I love to sing this song again. Now may the Lord our God richly bless and keep you. Together let us call and thank Him this warm and cozy home. Still there's one more thing before the day is done, before the lights are down, before the curtains closes. Let me thank you for playing my music. Thank you for singing my song. Thank you for sparing a moment. As with you I feel I really belong. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for being my friend. And if I pass you cross somewhere, I love to sing this song again. Thank you for playing my music. Thank you for singing my songs. In the moment, as it's you, I feel I really belong. Thank you for keeping me. Somewhere, I love to sing this song again. Thank you for playing my singing my song. Sparing the moment. As it's you, I feel I really belong. Thank you for giving me all. Thank you for being my friend. Somewhere, I love to sing this song again. And if I pass you cross one day, then I'll really be glad. Yes, I'll really be glad. I can thank you
That was a wonderful one. Please, let's celebrate them again. Next on the agenda is a citation of the inductee lecturer. Okay. May I seek that the inductee lecturer, Professor Mrs. Everesta Oseme, remain standing.
The citation of Professor Evarista Osime. Professor Evarista Osime was born on 16th November 1971 in the ancient city of Benin in the then Benin State, now Edo State, to Chief Barrister Frederick Umokoro and Mrs. Elizabeth Umokoro of blessed memory. She attended Ebenezer Primary School in Benin City from 1977 to 1983 and St. Maria Gorite Girls Grammar School from 1983 to 1988. She then proceeded to the School of Medical Laboratory Sciences, University of Benin Teaching Hospital from 1990 to 1995 for her associate degree in Medical Laboratory Sciences, specializing in hematology and blood transfusion science. Upon her completion of the mandatory National Youth Service Corps at the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Clinic in 1997, she returned to the School of Medical Laboratory Sciences, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, where she obtained a fellow in medical microbiology from the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria in 1997. In year 2000, she obtained a master's degree in environmental and public health microbiology and a PhD in environmental and public health microbiology from the University of Benin in 2003. Her interest in hematology and blood transfusion science made her to obtain a master's in hematology and blood transfusion in 2016 from the University of Benin. Professor Evarista Osime began her working career as a tutor too in the School of Medical Laboratory Sciences, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, in 1996 and rose to the position of principal tutor before transferring her services to the University of Benin as a lecturer 2 in 2009. In 2010, she was upgraded to lecturer 1, then promoted to senior lecturer in 2013. Associate professor in 2016, and a full professor of hematology and public health in the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, University of Benin in 2019, thereby making her the first female professor in the Department of Medical Laboratory Sciences, University of Benin. Professor Osime is a member of ADOC's Committee on Education in the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Foundation Fellow of the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Laboratory Science, Fellow Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, and a Fellow Association of Medical Laboratory Sciences of Nigeria, and Vice Chairman MLSCN Ethics Research and Scientific Publication Committee. She is an external examiner to Nnamdi Azikiwe University Oka, Achievers University Owo, Edo State University, and external assessor on professional examination in Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. She has successfully supervised 33 master's degree students, 3 MPhil degree, and 9 PhD degree students. She is a devoted Christian, a member of Assemblies of God Church, and a member of the Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship International. She is happily married to Professor Clement Osime, a renowned professor of surgery and surgical oncology, and the marriage is blessed with 2 lovely children. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Professor Evarista Osime, our guest lecturer for today.
Thank you so very much. I'm happy and I'm delighted to be here this morning. We want to share in your joy. It's not been easy, I can assure you that, isn't it? You started at 100 level and today, you've been inducted into the Medical Lab Science Council of Nigeria. I join the hosts and other members to say congratulations, and I wish you well in your endeavor. I sincerely appreciate, thank you, I sincerely appreciate the management of this university, VCSA, thank you so much. My registrar, representative, thank you. The CMD, thank you so much. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. This morning, I'm going to be sharing with us on this topic, transforming healthcare delivery in Nigeria using digital technology, the pivotal role of the medical laboratory scientist. And I'm going to be guided by this outline, a brief introduction, talk about the key components of digital transformation. Then we'll look at the benefits of digital transformation, as well as the strategies of digital transformation. And of course, every good thing has a challenge. And we'll look briefly at the challenges of digital transformation, and I will conclude. Generally, thank God the world is evolving, and then we were trained with manual methods. There was a time, doing a full blood count, you need to get close to 4 or 5 lab scientists to run a full blood count, because then everything was done manually. You collect blood samples, somebody will do PCV, another person will do the total white cell count, another person will do the film and all that. And it cuts across, even in histopathology, there were times to process a tissue, they cut the tissue and they embed it into various portions of alcohol, and this were done manually. You need to time it, and at the end of that time you take it, You had to physically take it and put it to the next jar and all that. But today, you know, it is different. You can collect blood samples, and within seconds, within minutes, you are getting your results. And then the essence of this talk this morning is to say that, yes, we have a lot of automation. It can always be better. And as lab scientists, we play a very important role in the healthcare system. Our work as lab scientists is such that it can no longer be swept under the carpet. We are so important that without us, really, you know, the clinicians will find it very, very difficult, you know, to treat their patient. And so as a way of introduction, digital transformation in healthcare refers to the comprehensive integration of digital technologies, data analysis, and innovative processes to enhance the delivery of healthcare services. In other words, what we used to do manually can be put in a little area that within minutes you get results and all that, and it's being used. That is what digital technology is all about. It is yielding new ways to address quality of care, the medical practice, as well as the management and general value creation for all the various actors of a healthcare ecosystem. However, implementing digital technology is not straightforward at all. Before we got here, we knew what we went through in getting even our system to accept automation. But thank God today, everybody is embracing it, and like I said, it can be better. It can facilitate access to services, okay? And so anywhere you are, you can access healthcare services, especially laboratory care. You don't have to be there physically. You go there, yes, samples are collected, but the results and order can always be given to you wherever you are and all that. And also, digital technology enhances personal relationship, personal diagnosis, because yes, all of us, we are humans, we are all different. And so our blood components, you know, are different. And so digital technology will enhance that personal care in treating and addressing issues as far as our health is concerned. And also it can increase the efficacy of our services, and patient is satisfied. Patients, they are happy. I often tell people, nobody wants to go to the hospital. You know, you don't wake up in the morning and get dressed and say, oh, I want to visit the hospital. And so when you go to the hospital, know that there is a challenge already. And so in not wanting to compound the challenges of the patient, you know, digital technology plays a role in enhancing our efficacy as laboratory scientists. An effective digital technology process should drive a change in the mindset that enables people and organizations to understand the importance of the process and align goals and visions and objectives with the benefits of adopting new digital solutions effectively. In other words, people should accept it. It may not come easy, but at the end, you'll be happy that, you know, you are embracing DT and it's working and it's giving you results. Because at the end, what the clinicians want is results, and the results should come on time. There's no saying that, oh, a patient comes to the hospital and after samples are collected, they don't get the results for the clinicians to use. Of what use is that? Okay, but with digital technology, all these will become stories of the past. In this respect, it is essential to listen to the users. The patients you are working with, it's always good to seek their consent, to seek their opinion. If they don't like it, if they like it, and you do what they like, because at the end, they are the ones that will use the facilities, and when they don't like the facility, you can be rest assured that, oh, efforts will be in vain. And so individuals, organizations, associations should come into play in this process, because digital technology is such that it should change, you know, the whole setup. It won't be as before. And so people should accept the fact that it is not as before, and you work with it. That is the only way, progress can be made. And generally, the COVID-19, gave us more ideas on the fact that we need to digitalize a lot of our healthcare processes. Because during the COVID-19, you will agree with me that every place, was on standstill. Okay? Even though people were still falling ill, they couldn't access the hospitals. Because then, we had to reduce our crowd. Okay? And so, doing investigations was so hectic at that period. And so the way to solve this problem was that you stagger your treatment. In other words, everybody must not be at the hospital at the same time. Okay? And so when you stagger such processes, it makes the whole process easier. You come to the hospital and you are sure that by the time you are arriving at the hospital, you'll be attended to. Gone are the days where you go to the hospital and you spend hours waiting for your turn. Meanwhile, if you had scheduled time, you know that, these 10 persons, 15 patients are scheduled for this investigation at such a time. You make provision for that. And of course, life is always easier, both for the scientist, for the patient, and also for the institution that is, taking care of such a patient. And so the COVID-19 pandemic was a major disruption for clinical laboratories that highlighted the necessity of digital transformation and its acceleration. This digital maturity requires established connectivity from end-to-end workflow and advanced analytical technologies and techniques. In other words, what we are saying is that you come to the hospital, your samples are collected, they are diagnosed, and the results can be relayed, to the clinicians, to the ward, and all that. You don't now need to come back to the laboratory to collect your results. And you are there sitting down with the clinician, they are, you are talking with them, and they are seeing your profile, and they are giving, the patient treatment. However, the role of laboratory personnel and scientists needs to change, focusing from routine. In other words, you come to the hospital every day and you work 8 to 4, those occur continue another. Wherever you are, we should be able to work and transmit our results to the person that needs it. That's what DT is all about. Now, what are the key components of digital transformation? You have telemedicine. Okay? Here, you can make calls. You can do email, okay, to the clinicians, and, you'll be attended to. You don't need to physically come there, okay? There is an app, there's a female doctor that has this app. They call her House Doctor, okay? And so you can go online, you book an appointment with her, you pay for the consultation, and she talks to you and gives you treatment, and you go out, to get your drugs. You don't need to now, enter the transport, you spend money on transport, you spend your time on transport before you can get attended to by the clinician. But for us, it is different. Okay? As lab scientists, even though those apps are available, the patient must come to the laboratory. And what we are saying is that, the patient should come to the laboratory at a specific time and be sure that we are there to attend to the patient. Patient should not come, and be waiting endlessly for us to come and attend to them. Then, of course, you have your electronic health records. As we analyze our samples, results are imputed in the computer, and so they are saved there. Data are analyzed still on the computer, and of course, you can also have your wearable devices. There are devices that you can wear that gives you an idea of, how sound your health is. They will not tell you categorically, what the exact parameters. For example, this wearable device can, when you have maybe a high blood sugar, it begins to beep that, oh, your sugar is high. It won't tell you your sugar is this. But once it's beeping that, oh, your sugar is high, cholesterol is high, you know that you need to come to the hospital to see the doctor, you need to go to the lab and get tested. And of course, AI is what a lot of people are using now. AI will not test our samples for us, okay? But what AI can do, by the time you run your samples, you get your results, AI can help you to understand the implications of the results. And so basically, these are the key components of digital transformation. Now, what are the benefits of digital transformation? The first one is personalized healthcare. In other words, like I said, not everybody reacts the same way to things and issues. Not everybody reacts the same way to drugs. Not everybody reacts the same way to laboratory investigations. And so every patient has their own peculiarities. And so with digital technology, all these come into play. And so you treat the patients based on their peculiarities. And so improving the quality of care is one of the top objectives of the healthcare professional. We want to improve our services. Okay? Gone are the days, so it was, and you keep doing it over and over again. No, there should be a change. And this will involve providing personalized care that meets the specific needs of individual patients. Electronic record allows laboratory scientists create and gain access into the patient's laboratory results to create tailored laboratory investigations on the patient. By leveraging this data, healthcare professionals can personalize laboratory plans, okay, and predict potential healthcare risks and prescribe interventions that are specifically tailored to each patient's unique needs. We all know that blood group O, for example, sorry, I'm going to be using a lot of hematology as example. There are some, we know that blood group O is a universal donor. Everybody can receive from blood group O. Okay, but there are some patients, when you transfuse blood group O to, they react. Maybe some blood group A or B patients would react. And so if you don't have proper records, you won't know that, oh, if you transfuse O to this person, it will react. It must be A. This person is blood group A and must be given, the A blood type. But with digital technology, all these are, documented. That at a glance, you put in the patient name and the patient history is being displayed. And so you can manage and know what to prepare and what not to prepare for each patient. Another benefit of DT is health equity and increased access. Wherever you are, you can now access it. Okay, especially in areas you have good networks. You can make calls, you can do email to your clinicians. Okay, you go to the lab, they collect your samples, and you go back home. Once your results are ready, they are relayed to you. You don't need to come to the lab physically to pick up your results. That is what DT is all about. And so digital transformation in healthcare aims to improve disparity in healthcare accessibility through our telemedicine. And so patients in rural areas and the elderly now have the opportunity to access health services through healthcare applications and other digital tools, as you can see, in the diagram. You can do your BP at home. Gone are the days where you must come to the hospital to do a BP check. You can get it and monitor, your BP in the comfort of your home. And you get your result, and you can call your doctor and say, oh, this is what my BP is now. What should I do, and what should I not do? Increased productivity. When you have digital technology, there's increased productivity because you can attend to, numerous patients at a particular time, and you get results. And with automation, as our bedrock, things are beginning to get easier. And the components of increased productivity is streamlining appointment scheduling. You don't need, it's only in, one country that I see that for you to, for example, book to see the clinician, you must come all the way. You pay transport, you spend your time, and by the time you are getting to the hospital, it's not as if they are there to attend to you. You may wait for like 2, 3, 4 hours, okay, before you are given appointment to come. This is just appointment to come and see the clinician. But this can be done online. This can be done online, okay? And so by the time you streamline your appointment schedule, you know that, oh, you have to see the clinician at so time. You have to come to the laboratory at so time to have your samples collected. What you are supposed to do, you know, they tell you all these things online. And so it makes, you know, life easy. And so it also ensures compliance with healthcare laws and regulations, as well as coordinate work schedules for the care providers. We as lab scientists know that, oh, you are coming to work today. Today that you are coming to work, you are going to attend to 30 patients. And so you prepare your mind from what that you are attending to 30 patients, and you come prepared for it. And of course, maintaining patient medical record is also part of our digital technology process. It is cheaper, okay, when you employ this digital technology. Like I said, it's only in one country that I know that, you know, just to book, you need to come. You need to spend transport. You need to spend time to come. All this can easily be taken care of. You know that, oh, I'm supposed to be in the hospital this morning. I'm supposed to be in the laboratory this morning. And you know that you'll be attended to. People go to the hospital, and after waiting for 3, 4 hours, only to be told that, oh, sorry, we can no longer attend to you. You have to go and come back in a month's time. All these are, you know, areas wherein patients waste money. But with digital technology, it is cost-effective and cheaper for the patient, for the institution, as well as the laboratory. We are not now overburdened. You come to the OPD, everywhere is full with patients. Where will I start from and all that? But with digital technology, all this can be arranged. All this can be maintained. All this can be put into use, and everybody is happy at the end of the day. Also, as part of the strategy for digital transformation is the fact that we can do some things and have an idea of what is going on. For example, the use of dry, reagents. For example, your glucometer, okay? Glucometer, urinalysis test strip, malaria and test kits, that in the comfort, of your homes or wherever, you can put a drop of blood, and you know if you have malaria or not. You know if your sugar is high or not, okay? Even though there are a lot of setbacks, okay, these are not confirmatory, but it gives you an idea that there is a problem. And so you move to get a solution. Point of care testing, bringing it, to the doorstep of the users in the world, in the villages, in the marketplaces, and all that. The use of AI, like I said, is in vogue now. AI, like I said, AI will not do your laboratory diagnosis for you, okay? But AI will give you the interpretation of the diagnosis that you have done. And also the use of social media is enhancing, is driving all this, because without the social media, without internet, all this will be so impossible. Virtual and mobile learning experience is all part too of digital technology, and also due to the pandemic, face-to-face events have been very limited and moved to virtual environment. And so you can online, access this health care. Okay, you can talk, you can express yourself online to whosoever that is responsible. Okay, and they say, oh, you now need to come to the hospital, you now need to go to the laboratory and all that. And so things are now can be done online. Like I said, online services are such that you cannot look at the person and tell the person that, oh, maybe for example, your PCV is low. Just looking at the person, that's not what we are talking about. The patient must come to the laboratory for samples to be collected and for you to give out results as well. Also, it facilitates our communication from laboratories to laboratories and from laboratories to the clinicians, okay, as is to run the analysis and we get our results. And in the lab, you can transmit the results to the clinician via the internet. The patient that needs it is in the ward. You can do your analysis and transmit your result straight to the ward. And so they don't need to now come physically to pick up the result. And so the clinician can sit in the comfort of his office and see the results and know how to manage and treat his or her patient. And so it involves the connectivity, like I said, between various laboratories and between the laboratories and the wards, between the laboratories and the theater and all that. Data analytics and artificial intelligence also play a role, in transmitting all of these results. And so you can run your analysis, okay, and results is transmitted, straight to where they need it. And machines are being developed to carry out all these processes. Electronic health records, at a glance, you can just type in the patient name and the results come in. Blood pressure, blood sugar, the blood type, the genotype, and all that. If they've taken transfusion, if they've done surgery, and all that, all the results are being displayed at a glance. At a glance. All these are all enhanced by digital technology. And so there is data exchange formats and secure sharing of patients' data, as well as automated result reporting and notification. Also, point-of-care testing and mobile health is also available. It's all part of DT, where you have handheld diagnostic devices for remote testing, mobile app, wearable sensors for real-time monitoring, as well as portable laboratory equipment for field testing, as well as an example there of, a blood sugar monitor. Then you have your telehealth and remote consultations, okay? That diagram, you can see the clinician as well as the patient, okay? They are in different locations, but they are communicating through. And so virtual consultations for patients are available. Remote monitoring of patients with chronic conditions, okay? You can, on the phone, talk to the patient and they tell you what it is at today, and you can tell them what to do just on the phone. And you have a lot of digital platforms for collaborative care, as well as video conferencing for multidisciplinary health teams as well. As also part of this, we have a blockchain and Internet of Things. Okay, you have the patient monitoring, the health, the medical records, medical management, mobile health, all in one block, even though they are in different locations. Okay, and this includes secure tracking of laboratory samples, automated inventory management, real-time monitoring of laboratory equipment. We monitor our equipment. In as much as we use them, you must monitor them, you must quality control them at any time, so that at the end, you are sure of your results. And like I said, these are all happening within a chain, within a setup, within an institution, and all that. Laboratory information systems, okay, this would include automated workflow management. Here, the sample coming. Sample is coming in, okay, job assignment. You work on the samples, you track the progress of your results, you enter it into the laptop, you validate your results, and you report your result, and it goes out. And so the samples are coming in, the results are going out. Seamless procedure, easy procedure. Now, like I said, there must be challenges to digital technology. Okay, and while technology has provided numerous benefits to the healthcare system, DT initiatives can also present new challenges that need to be addressed to secure long-term success. And some of these include technical challenges. Okay, digital technology will involve the use of computers, will involve the use of internet. Okay, And these computers need to be monitored from time to time. And if they are not monitored, they break down. They break down. All these could be sources of technical challenges. And also, too, another very big threat in digital technology is the fact that, cybersecurity threats and data breaches. Because, all our results are in the computer, okay? And these computers can easily be hacked. And so some mischievous people can get into your system and get the records of patients. And this is a very, very big risk in terms of management of patients. Because ideally, results are supposed to be kept in secret. Secret in quotes. It's only the clinician and the patient that should know the results. Okay, because the clinician that will treat and all of that. But with digital technology, all our records are in the computer. And so somebody that wants to be mischievous can just go in and type Mls Induction, and all my parameters will come out. Okay, and this is a very big challenge in terms of secrecy of our laboratory results. And also, there can be infrastructural limitations like bandwidth and storage. Okay, maybe you start off with very small bandwidth, and before you know it, patients are all over the places. You now need to increase the bandwidth to accommodate more patients. So these are technical challenges that can occur in the use of digital technology. You can also have regulatory and compliance challenge. Okay. Data regulations, FDA regulations, and compliance, all of these should match what is happening internationally. Okay, we run our investigations here, they take the samples outside, it should give us the same results. That's what we are talking about. And so, the regulatory body is such that, should regulate both within and outside of our laboratory jurisdiction. Organization and cultural challenges. This will include resistance to change from healthcare professionals. Okay, this is very, very important because I remember when we were working in the lab, we used to be manual, and for us to change to, doing it automatically is challenging because we are so used to the manual that imbibing, the computer was a problem. But thank God this is changing today. And of course, limited digital literacy among staff. You need to train the staff, okay, on how to use this technology. And this training would include a lot of financial implications. Change management and training requirements. You have to bring people to train us to know how to use and manage the equipment. Departments and lack of collaboration, okay, especially for areas that they don't work together. Everybody wants to do their own. The chem part, the microbiology, you do your own, I do my own. So if you have that kind, it could be a challenge too in digital transformation processes. And also, it's capital intensive. Okay, DT is capital intensive. Like I said, a lot of computers, a lot of data, and all that needs to be put in place. And so you have to budget and make, money available. Cost of maintaining and upgrading the system from time to time. Once you increase your patient turnover, you should improve the equipment that you are using. And so it is all very, very expensive. And also, data-related challenges can also occur. Your system can crash. You lose your information, especially when you don't have backups and all that. All these can be challenges that come with the process. Now, how do you overcome such challenge? We must develop a clear digital transformation strategy wherein all stakeholders all stakeholders should be involved, not some stakeholders. That's where the problem starts. By the time you now segregate and call in some people and you start it off, meanwhile, you have other people that will use it. Before you know it, you are not carrying everybody along. But if you carry everybody along, it is easier, it is safer, and it is cheaper. And so foster a culture of innovation. People need to be told that they need to upgrade. Every time remind us that we need to upgrade. And we must invest in employee training and retraining and development. You must train them. No need getting the equipment and you are not training us to use it. At the end, the equipment will be there, but no power to use them. We must prioritize patient-centered design and engagement. In other words, what the patient needs is what we should do, okay? And monitor progress and evaluate outcomes as well. And so, to the inductees, I know that a lot of you, okay, we go out to work in a hospital and all that. I know that some of you, tomorrow, you become politicians. But when you become such, when you are in position, try to make yourself relevant, try to make the profession proud by doing, those things that should modernize the practice of the profession. I know that a lot of us want to leave, but even as you go out, to other countries, you make yourself relevant by imbibing a lot of these processes. The world is turning digital, and so the lab scientists, we as lab scientists, ought also to think and act digitally. In conclusion, by embracing digital technologies, laboratory scientists can enhance patient care and outcome, improve diagnostic accuracy, speed. What we should have done in 2 days, within minutes, you are getting results. That's what DT is all about. It increases our operational efficacy, support personalized medicine, and foster collaborative research and innovation. And so, Nigeria, outside, remote places, remote villages, can all be interconnected using digital technology. And the reality is such that we are so important, and like I said, we cannot longer be swept under the carpet, because our diagnosis, our results go a long way in the treatment, the management, and the outcome of the patient, the outcome of researches, the outcome of studies is based on you and I. Thank you so very much for listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These are some of my selected references. Thank you.
Let's be seated. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, permit me to invite the Acting HOD Medical Laboratory Sciences to present the inductees to the Dean.
Our inductees for today, please, can we be on our feet? My Dean, I here present 51 medical laboratory science inductees for licensure today. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman of the occasion, distinguished guests, before I go ahead to present to the Council Registrar, please permit me to invite the best graduating student among the others in the set of 2023-2024 MLS prospective inductee to come up for recognition and the warm handshake of the registrar of the council and the vice chancellor of this great university. I hereby call on Mary Taiwo Omale. Mary Taiwo Omale, the best graduating student. Thank you very much, distinguished members of the high table. Having done that, I have the pleasure to present the latest 51 graduating students of MLS to the registrar, CEO of Medical Laboratories Council of Nigeria, for brief address and administration of oath. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Ofatusi, ably represented by Professor Ezekiel Taiwo Adebayo, the Registrar of the University, the Dean of the Faculty, and other key university functionaries here present. I salute you this morning. Today is a very special day, and it's on account of these 51 people standing here that we are gathered. I bring you greetings from the Registrar of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Professor Tosan Erabo. He really would have wanted to be here today. He really would have wanted to be here today, but in order not to hold you back, he decided to ask me to represent him because he has so many other engagements for today. So, on that account, I'm here to address you on behalf of the registrar and induct you and receive you into the profession of the medical laboratory science this morning. So, having seen you on your feet, as presented by the head of departments and also by the dean of the faculty, who incidentally is also a colleague, I give you permission to sit for a few minutes while I bring you a message from the registrar. I also want to ask that you look around. If there's any one of you that is not here in this hall for whatever reason, please let us know, because induction is not conducted in absentia. Are we all present? I need a response. Are we all present? Okay. This is a speech by the Registrar CEO, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, MLSCN, Professor Tosan Erabo, at the induction of medical laboratory science graduates of the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo City, Ondo State, November 7th, 2024. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be with you on this occasion of the third induction/oath-taking ceremony of the medical laboratory science graduates of the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo State. I am grateful that you've been able to join us despite other engagements as we add a new chapter to the growing annals of this specialized tertiary institution. Occasions of this nature bring to the fore the essence of tertiary education and the unique communal spirit only found in a university, although the focus is on academics, research, and scholarship. In the case of this institution, the communal spirit is even more pronounced. Let me therefore congratulate all 51 inductees, 17 male and 34 female, presented for this occasion, who by dint of hard work and perseverance have achieved the desired success and earned the recognition being accorded them today. This occasion, however, marks the start of your journey as health professionals on whom this country can rely. Indeed, there is no better time for you to come on board the health sector than now, considering that the sector is grappling with existential challenges requiring all hands to be on deck. I also wish to commend your parents and guardians who have made enormous sacrifice to get you to this laudable position with all the future holds for you. As you may be aware, there are some others, arguably even more gifted than you, who have not been able to accomplish their dreams due to lack of financial or moral support. Nothing can be more gratifying than having your loved ones believe in you and willingly back your dreams with their hard-earned resources. So we want to particularly appreciate the guardians and parents that have brought these sons this far. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to appreciate the amiable Vice Chancellor, Professor Adeshegun Ofatusi. Here is a man whose simplicity belies his firmness in the pursuit of excellence. He continues to ensure that UNIBED is placed on a sound footing to be able to fulfill its full potential, so I salute him. Those familiar with the history of this institution will be proud of how far it has come. Therefore, I encourage stakeholders, particularly the Ondo state government, to continue to avail the authorities of the necessary support to keep producing skilled and versatile medical laboratory scientists along with other healthcare professionals. Thank you so much, VC. Thank you, state governments. I thought we'll applaud them. To be able to key into the future heavily depends on advances in medical science and technology, just like the guest lecturer has highlighted today. So the authorities of the university must insist on getting adequate manpower, equipment, and infrastructure. These are prerequisites for UNIMED to run a world-class Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science program. Here, there is no room for improvisation, for the sort of knowledge and skills inculcated in the young ones entrusted to you today are what the patients, which may be you or I, would reap in the future. As for you, my dear inductees, please accept my felicitations on your accomplishments so far. You could not have made it to this arena without certain positive attributes. Therefore, I urge you to hold on to them tenaciously, as you would find to be of immense value as your ship sails on. Although today marks the formal end of your sojourn here, it also symbolizes the commencement of a new phase of your professional journey. You must brace up quickly for the huge responsibility that awaits you after your induction. As a thoroughbred health professional, you must also keep in mind that the health sector would soon put you on a pedestal and all eyes would be on you. I hope you are ready. Can I get a response? I hope you are ready. I implore you to remain focused on doing the right thing, especially when no one is watching, especially where patients are concerned. On no account should your conduct negate the ethical standards that underpin the practice of this noble profession. The oath soon to be administered to you exemplifies a social contract between you and the patient, which should never be taken for granted. Furthermore, like other health professions, the medical laboratory science is a collaborative venture. So you must be ready to collaborate interprofessionally to achieve the desired outcome for the patients. It is more about your patients than it is about you. Please remember that at all times. Meanwhile, you must complete your internship program before attempting to enlist into the National Youth Service Corps. Already, disciplinary procedures or proceedings are going on in respect of some of your predecessors who either presented themselves for NYSC deployment without completing internship or decided to repeat the internship program for despicable gains. For the sake of your family name and the reputation of your alma mater, you must resist any attempt to follow the seemingly easy road, which ultimately leads to perdition. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your contribution to the success of this event and wish you journey mercies back to your various destinations. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you very much. I guess we can continue on the next item, which will be the administration of the oath. To this end, I ask every inductee to be upstanding. If you do not have this, please let me see your hand. So we are ready. Please pay attention. The document in your hand carries the oath we're about to administer. And at the end of this exercise, we will take it back from you as the evidence that this was done, that you took the oath. So we'll be expecting you to write certain things on this form at the end of the oath. We'll give you time for that. At the top of the form, you write the name of your university, your email address, and your phone number. Is that clear? The name of your university, your email address, and your phone number. Then there's a space there for your name in block letters, today's date, your signature, and then status. For status, you write associates. Is that clear? Okay. You will say after me, but you raise your right hand like this. When I say I, you put in your full name, and then we'll continue. Are we together? Are we ready? So this is Code of Conduct for Medical Laboratory Scientists. I, volume please, I pledge as a professional member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria to always exercise my professional knowledge and skill with judgment and care for the benefit of the wider general public and in the best interests of the users of the service. Demonstrates the highest standard of conduct, honesty and integrity in my personal and professional behavior. Understand, recognize, and work within the limits of my professional knowledge, skills and experience. Recognize the beliefs and values of the wider general public, the users of my service, and professional colleagues, treating them on a fair and equitable basis. Ensure the confidentiality of patients' information. Ensure that my own beliefs and values do not prejudice or compromise my ability to carry out my professional roles and duties, maintain, improve, and keep up to date my professional knowledge and skills, aid and support the development of medical laboratory science by education or training of professional colleagues, the users of the service, and the wider general public. Promote the study and activity of medical laboratory science by promotion of the values, aims, and objectives of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Show due respect and gratitude to my teachers. Maintain friendly relations with my colleagues. And whenever possible, endeavor to teach students placed under my care. I solemnly promise that as a registered member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, I will abide faithfully in all due loyalty by the rules of the Council. So help me God. Congratulations. So to seal what we have done, before the excitement begins, write the name of your school, thank you, on the top of the form, your email address, and the phone number. Write your name in capital letters in the space provided. Sign. Write today's date. And for status, write associates. I'll give you 2 minutes to do that. Sorry? Yes, that's the next thing. So I want you to call out their names. Do you understand? So you're going to be the one calling them one after the other. That's what we're telling them to do. So just give us a staff that will be handling this over to you. Okay. If you have finished, please, back on your feet. Your 2 minutes are almost gone. Why are we still sitting down? You've not finished. Please rise on your feet. If you just took this oath, be on your feet. Can the people taking pictures excuse us, please? I can see some people still seated. If you just took this oath on your feet, whether you are finished or not, or we ask you to excuse us. Okay. By the power bestowed on me as the representative of the Registrar Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, this afternoon, I declare all 51 of you medical laboratory scientists. Permit me to be the first person to congratulate you, very freshly baked medical laboratory scientists, the youngest in the country. Welcome on board. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, here before us we have 51 newly inducted medical laboratory scientists. When we came in here this morning, they were hopefuls. But I can tell you now that my professional colleagues fully recognized. Congratulations once again. So to wrap up this part of the ceremony, we're going to be calling you one after the other, and you will hand over the code of conduct. That is the evidence that you were inducted. It's going to be kept in your file in the council. If we go back without your form, you were not inducted. Is that clear? Hello? If we go back to Abuja without your form, that means you are not one of us. We don't know you. So it is critical that you hand over that form in the manner prescribed. So, Ms. Albani will be standing there. We're going to call you one after the other. And you go in that order. Hand over the form to him. Then you come up stage, take a handshake from the university authorities. Incidentally, the best graduating student has earned the right to have multiple handshakes, and they are rubbing off anointing on her. So I won't be surprised a few years from now, she too will be an academic egghead. You understand? So you will come up here, get that handshake. Finally, you will meet me here, and I will hand over a parcel containing your provisional license to practice as a medical laboratory scientist. Also, we'll have a pouch with which you can put in your certificates and your license for safekeeping, and then the logbook with which you will go for your internship. As you collect your documents, you go back to your seats. Please note, if there are any errors in your name, immediately after now, let your HOD know so that it can be corrected for you. If you go away with a wrong document, you have yourself to blame. And make sure it is your documents that you collect. Is that clear? So the HOD will call your names so that he will pronounce your name to your liking. You understand? As you hear your name, you move up to that end, hand over your document to Mr. Albani. He will collect your code of conduct, and then you come up stage, get a handshake, and then meet me here to collect your license, and you go back to your seat. It's simple, isn't it? Okay, so let's go. HOD, please. Yes. Sorry, sir. Yes, that's what I asked them to do. That's what I asked them. So, you submit your code of conduct. Don't come up here with code of conduct. Submit it. Then there's a staircase that you just climb, come up here, then you meet me here. Is that clear? All right. HOD, please.
Please listen to your name. Akintoye Ayomide Mary. Akintoye Ayomide Mary. Then Idowu Delight Busayo Olubusayo. Idowu Delight Olubusayo. Yusuf Abibat Oludamilola. Iwegu Chibuzi Oluwanisola. Iwegu Chibuzi Oluwanisola. Jemilugba Oluwatobi. Jemilugba Oluwatobi. Ìgbẹ́kọ̀yí Ayọ̀mídé Comfort. Ìgbẹ́kọ̀yí Ayọ̀mídé Comfort. Babalọ́lá Bukola Josephine. Adébáyọ̀ Tèmiláyọ̀. Matthew Sovia. Akande Tosin Mary. Ìgbẹ́kọ̀yí Olúwakẹ́mi. Ìgbẹ́kọ̀yí Olúwakẹ́mi. Adéfẹ́mi. Kútèyí Samuel Ọláwálé. Ọlámíjù Olúwatamílọ́rẹ Ọmọyíọlá. Ọláfúsì Precious Fìyìnfólúwa. Alálàbíayé Oyíndàmọ́lá Susan. Akin Ògúntúàṣe Iyọ̀ọ́lá Lovett. Káyọ̀dé Emmanuel Banjo. Fákúyìsí Bòmí Fèyíkẹ́mi. Pópóọlá Olúwafẹ́mi Vincent. Akínfẹ̀sí Deborah. Aníyìkáyé Rashidat Abímbọ́lá. Ọlátúndùn Faith Olúwaṣemílóore. Joshua Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Kenneth. Kìláání Mòyìnolúwa Marilyn. Ọmọ́nùwà Elion Ọ̀gẹ́nàgọ́mà. Ayílóge Janet Olúwabùkọ́lá. Akínpẹ̀lúmi Ọmọ́tóyọ̀sí Mercy. Abiodun Marvelous Oreoluwa. Afe Oluwafemi Abigail. Okunuga Oluwadamilade Chiamaka. Baale Patricia Moyioluwa. Ayeni Mary Oluwayimika. Abegunde Jedidaya Oluwafayokemi. Ojo Taye Samuel. Ojo Taye Samuel. Teyinbola Ayode Abiodun. Salman Ismail Abiodun. Salman Ismail Abiodun. Obo Mofoluwaso Regina. Ayola Israel Kolawole. Adebisi Adebanjo Richard. Ayodele Oluwadamilola Rachel. Akikunmi Akindamola Trey John. Ogundele Patricia Adeola. Bello Mary Bukola. Ojo Temitope Ifeoluwa. Abodurin Oluwatomi Treasure. Babalola Aishat Olajumoke. Izeko Imose Lisi. Saliu Oyidamola Richard. Fadoju Damilola Suzanne. Omole Mary Taiwo. Owagbemi Tomilola Faith. Owagbemi Tomilola Faith. Sorry.
Thank you very much, HOD. Thank you, VC. Thank you. So I think at this juncture, I can actually go and take my seat, knowing I have discharged the responsibility. So dear colleagues, 51 newly inducted, when we hear of you. Let it be of the great things that you are doing. When we communicate with you, let it be on a good note. Congratulations one more time. God bless you.
Congratulations to you all once again. Please let's be seated. Next on the agenda is the admission of the inductees to the profession by the Chairman, Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, Ondo State Chapter. That is Mr. Oladotun Ayeni, ably represented by the Vice Chairman of the AMLSN, Ondo State Chapter, MLS Akinlolu Ayodeji. Please let's celebrate him.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, ably represented by Professor Taiwo Adebayo. Permit me to use him as a point of contact to all the members of staff of this noble academic community. I'd like to specially recognize the Registrar and the CEO of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Professor Tusan Erabo, who is not here today, ably represented by Mrs. Inide Edith. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce it very well. Also, I'd like to specially congratulate and recognize the acting HOD of Medical Laboratory Science Department, UNIMED, and all our dear lecturers in that department. Okay? And please also permit me to recognize the distinguished directors of MLS here present, the medical laboratory scientists here, our parents who have labored all these years to produce these wonderful professionals that we are celebrating today. Permit me to also recognize the gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I'd like to crave the indulgence of my colleagues now, the newest and the latest MLS in town, to just gently rise up. Just rise up. Today is all about you. I have this honor, standing before this noble crowd, to welcome you, representing my chairman, who is also on another assignment as I speak, to welcome you to this, our noble profession. He has sent his prayers. He asked me to pray for you, that your license will be blessed. Your license will attract global favor. No devil or mistake will withdraw the license from you. You will profit with this license, and your parents also will profit with it. So, on behalf of the entire medical laboratory scientists in Ondo State that I'm representing here, we'd like to welcome you to this noble profession in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit. Great Hamsin, okay, is still very new to our MLS. So when you hear Great Hamsin, you say great. Yes, because we are great. We are still looking at the patient long after the hospital has closed. Abi, we are the oracle of medicine. When the doctors are finding out what is wrong, we already have the solution. And so we can tell them the solution. Great Hamsin! Greatest Hamsin! Thank you very much. You are welcome. A big congratulations to you. Thank you.
Yeah, may I invite the Chief Medical Director, UNIMED Dr. Bala Michael, ably represented by the CMAC, Unimeti H, Dr. Akikume Akimbodewa, for his goodwill message. Please let's celebrate him.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon, great Amsin. Yeah. I am here today, heavily honored, to represent the Chief Medical Director at the University of Medical Sciences Teaching Hospital, Laje Road, Ondo City, Ondo State. He has asked me to bring his goodwill message, and I will so deliver. But before I go on, let me congratulate all the parents, guardians, and loved ones, brothers and sisters, cousins and nephews, who have sacrificed in one way or the other, financially, morally, physically, and in spiritual ways to ensure that your wards and loved ones have graduated. I say congratulations one more time. And to all the graduates, we want to say congratulations. Unimed Teaching Hospital is a friend and always a collaborative partner with the University of Medical Sciences. It is the laboratory sector for the university when it comes to clinical training and practice. The valuable role of medical laboratory scientists cannot ever be trivialized in Nigeria or elsewhere. For, like the chairman of Amsin has said, while doctors are still looking at diagnosis, you are already having an idea of what the diagnosis is. And of course, with your effort, it helps in arriving at specific solutions. Let me appreciate our guest lecturer for today, Professor Osime, I hope I'm correct, who has taught us about precision medicine. I have been very much enlightened further today. Thank you very much, man. You are our partners, you are our friends and colleagues in this profession because you make the doctor's work much easier. And you help us to reduce morbidity and mortality. I would therefore advise in the few minutes I have left that you please keep your head down. Keep learning. Be a student of this profession, which is very noble. Don't rest on your oars. Most of discoveries that have been made in clinical medicine are actually made in the laboratory. Well, I think we should applaud, honestly. They are made in the laboratory. The discovery of insulin in the laboratory, genetic mapping in the laboratory. Basically, everything we do in medicine are closely connected to the lab. That's why you must keep learning. You must make sure that you are a student of this noble profession. So take it higher and keep in touch with one another. That is a major, major step you must take. Don't graduate and leave one another, but make sure that you rise and grow as a family. And remember this noble alma mater, the University of Medical Sciences, from which you have arisen, and then you can always give back to it. Lastly, let me appreciate the Unimed Choir. They've been sitting there quietly, providing us with anecdotes and words in music that have spoken to us. I believe if you get the lyrics of the song, say, thank you for singing my song. You have been singing together from year one. Some of you have cried together. Some of you have been support to one another. The best thing you can do is to remain as friends. Please always keep in touch. Finally, let me again thank the university authority, from the various units to the departments, to the faculty, to the deanship, to everyone who has made today possible for this wonderful graduate. We hope and pray that by the time we will be graduating the next set, you will be here to tell us of the numerous discoveries that you have made. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Next is the professional charge by the Director of Medical Laboratory Science, Services, University H. That is a Mr. A. Fagbite.
The Vice Chancellor, the Registrar of the University, the Dean, the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria Registrar, ably represented by Mrs. Edem, the guest lecturer of the day, Professor Mrs. Osime, the CMD of the Teaching Hospital, Dr. Michael Egbala, ably represented by Dr. Akinwumi Akimbodewa, the HOD, Dr. Samuel Oyedeji, all other courtesy duly extended, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to give the professional charges. I'm honored to be part of this unique occasion, celebrating the induction of a new member into the prestigious Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. To our inductees, today marks a significant milestone in your academic and professional journey. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have earned you this recognition. As you embark on this new chapter, remember that leadership is not just about achieving greatness, but also about uplifting others. Embrace the value of scholarship, integrity, and service that defines our institution. I welcome you to this noble profession. I charge you to put your conscience ahead of any financial gain. Always remember you have sworn to save life, avoid anything that may jeopardize lives of your patients. Always remember the ethics you have been taught to ensure your own safety, your colleagues, and that of the patient. You are henceforth expected to talk and practice with respect as a professional. Respect your senior colleagues and the authority at large. As scientists of this age, never limit yourself to the bench. Be innovative, as you've heard from the lecturer, and be creative. Expand your horizon. To the faculty members and staff, your guidance and support have been instrumental in shaping these exceptional individuals. Your commitment to excellence is appreciated. Let us all celebrate the achievement of our inductees and reaffirm our commitment to fostering a community of scholars, leaders, and change makers. Congratulations to the inductees. May this recognition inspire you to strive for excellence and make a lasting impact. Thank you so much.
We are almost getting to the end of the program. Special announcement, please, we don't want to see any commercial photographer at the front. Please stay aside. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is the presentation of outstanding graduating students to the registrar by the Dean. That is Professor Abdulaziz Abubakar. Please let's celebrate him.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, sir, distinguished guests on the high table, I'm going to perform two functions together as we are moving toward the end of the event. I want to formally recognize those 4 scholars that I mentioned that had first class, and coincidentally, the 4 first class students cut across all the 4 disciplines of MLS. One in hematology and transfusion science, one in chemical pathology, one in histopathology, and the other one overall based in medical microbiology, parasitology. I have the honor to then invite them for recognition, and possibly with their parents, so I can have a snapshot with them. I start with the best graduating student in hematology, Abegunde Jedidaya Oluwa Fayokemi, the best graduating student in hematology. Any of her parents around so I can snap with her? It's a thing of joy to lead the entire unit of the department. It's not a joke. Yes, my dear Jaya. Congratulations. I told you you have first class, I know. Hello, mommy. The next person, the best graduating student in chemical pathology, Babalola Aishat Olojumoke. Yes, the third person, first class, and the best graduating student in histopathology. Akinu Oye, Ayomide Mary. Who doubles as the overall best and the best in the unit of medical microbiology and pathology, Mary Taiwo Omale. Much. At this juncture, we are gradually winding up, moving towards the end of the event. We will go back again and give honor, appreciation to whom they are due. I want my latest 51 colleagues to please stand up for the final bow. Listen to me. You are going to turn to the right 4 times. Your first turning to the right is to appreciate the school management, knowing fully that many of your mates that you started together elsewhere has not gone this far. But because of an interrupted calendar of Unimed, you are where you are here today. So I want you to give a final bow to the university management for providing suitable environment to enable you to accomplish this feat. After 1, 2, 3, you turn right and you give final bow to the management. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, the management, for all you have done. You still stay where you are, turn right. Maybe some of you don't know your right. Turn right. This is your right. Still stay there. You are going to turn right again to appreciate your parents for their prayer, for their financial support, for their moral support. Of course, you can't thank them enough, but at least as a mark of appreciation, you turn right again. Turn right. And give a bow to your parent and guardian for their contribution. Yes, get ready to turn right again as a symbol of appreciation. Turn right again. Yes, you are now giving the final bow to your teachers, your lecturer, your mentors, your supervisors who have done a lot in your life and enable you to have this, to go to this extent. Say now final bow to your lecturers, your mentors and supervisor. You now turn right finally to face the podium to give final bow to all those in teaching hospital, the clinical instructors, the CMAC, the CMD, who have played one role or the other in enabling you are properly trained. So you now give the final bow to them. Thank you very much. And that is the size of the final bow.
Next on the agenda is a response from the representative of the inductees. Please let's celebrate him as he steps forward.
Good morning, everyone. The visitor of the university, His Excellency, the Governor, the Executive Governor of Ondo State, the Vice Chancellor, the Deans, the University Registrar, the Bursar, the University Librarian, our guest lecturer, the MLSCN Registrar, our level advisor, the Director of Medical Laboratory Services, University TH, our lecturers, parents, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks a momentous milestone in our journey as newly inducted medical laboratory scientists. And it is my honor to stand here on behalf of my classmates to convey our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to everyone who has been a part of our success. First and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest thanks to the Dean of the Faculty, Professor A.A. Abubakar, the Head of Department, Dr. S.O. Oyedeji, our Level Advisor, Dr. G.O. Adeosun, our lecturers, medical laboratory scientists present, and all members of the faculty. You have not only shared your knowledge with us, but you have also inspired us to strive for excellence through countless hours of lectures, practical sections, and one-on-one guidance. You have set high standards for us to aspire to. Your commitment to teaching us with clarity, patience, and rigor has truly shaped us into the capable scientists who understand the weight of our responsibility. To each one of you, we are deeply grateful for believing in us, challenging us to think critically and instilling in us the value of professionalism, integrity, and compassion. You have molded us not only as scientists, but as individuals who are equipped to contribute meaningfully to the world. We promise to carry forward the standard you have set for us, representing this institution with pride and excellence. And to our parents, we are grateful for your endless support in all manners throughout our journey in school. We say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge my fellow classmates. We have traveled this journey together through long nights of study, intense laboratory hours, and the ups and downs that come with our rigorous training. I guess it paid off eventually. You guys are awesome. We stood by one another, offering support, encouragement, and sometimes just a laugh when we needed it the most. I am proud of each and every one of you, and I congratulate us on achieving this incredible feat. Thank you for the teamwork, resilience, determination, and defining us as a group. This journey would not have been the same without the friendship and support we shared. And I am confident that this bond will carry us forward as we step into the world as professionals. As we close this chapter and embark on our new path, let us remember to honor the legacy of those who trained us, cherish the memories we have made, and continue to support one another in our future endeavors. Thank you. Long live University of Medical Sciences, Ondo. Long live Medical Laboratory Science, and congratulations, Conquistadors, class of 2024.
Yeah. With a standing ovation, shall we please celebrate the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, ably represented by the Chairman Committee of Dean, Professor Ezekiel Adebayo, for the closing remarks.
Please be seated. The Registrar, Chief Executive Officer of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, ably represented by Mrs. Ini Ede, Principal Officers of the University, the Chief Medical Director, University of Medical Sciences Teaching Hospital, ably represented by the Chairman, Medical Advisory Committee of the hospital, the host dean, our induction lecturer, the Chairman, Professionals Induction Committee, and Dean of the Faculty of Multidisciplinary Studies, all deans here present, directors, heads of departments and units of the university, the Chairman, Medical Laboratory Science Association of Ondo State, members of staff, parents and guardians, inducting students or inducted students, other students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Medical Sciences, who is unavoidably absent at this occasion, to convey his good wishes to both the faculty and the inducting students. The Vice Chancellor has asked me to tell you that he expects you. A lot has been said today, so I'm not going to give a long speech. The Vice Chancellor has asked me to tell you that he wants you to be good ambassadors of the university and of the profession in which you have just been inducted. That the challenges of our time, which include our increasing population, our increasing prevalence of non-communicable diseases, in a background of communicable diseases that we have not yet conquered, coupled with the migration of human resources, including medical lab scientists for greener pastures, pose enormous challenges to our system, and he expects you as young graduates to brace up to the challenges of improving the health status of our people. If we all japa from this country, we will treat our parents, our guardians, and all our friends and relations. So you should bear that in mind. The Vice Chancellor has asked me to tell you that you should be the best medical laboratory scientist around. Patients and their relations, they should come to the health facility where you work just because of you, your conduct, your professionalism, and your competence. The Vice Chancellor has asked me to express deep thanks and gratitude to the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria for his support to our university and to the MLS program. He has also asked me to express deep thanks to Professor Evarista Osime, who has done justice to the topic by charging us all to embrace digital technology and its ability to improve the healthcare and the services that we deliver. I want to appreciate all the principal officers of the university and to congratulate the Dean of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences and the HOD and all members of the faculty for your diligence, your hard work and contributions into helping these young professionals to fulfill their dreams. To the Chief Medical Director of the University of Medical Sciences Teaching Hospital, we warmly appreciate your support for all our clinical programs. Other staff of the university who supported these students in their sojourn in this university are warmly acknowledged. We want to acknowledge our parents and guardians who have kept faith with this university and entrusted your children and wards to us to train for these last 5 years. It is our prayer that you will reap good reward for your labor. Finally, we thank God who has made today possible, and we pray that He will bless the labor of your hands. God bless you and make your way prosperous. Thank you.
Let's celebrate him, please. Next is a vote of thanks by the head of the department, Medical Laboratory Science, that is a Dr. S.O. Oyedeji. Please let's celebrate him.
Well, my assignment is very simple, and to appreciate us. But then as you look at that word, appreciate, you know the component of the people you want to appreciate. Number one, you want to appreciate the Almighty God who has made today to be a possibility, sparing your life, sparing my life, and particularly sparing the lives of these our newly inducted professionals. Number two, we want to appreciate the principal officers in this university, beginning from the Vice Chancellor. It will be important I tell you something that the Vice Chancellor did for us. He has done so many, but there is an occasion that is very important to mention on a day like this. We're preparing for our final professional exam, and that was the exam that qualified the new inductees today to become professionals, and we got stranded. We needed chemicals, we needed reagents, we didn't have them. So on a Thursday, the dean told me that let's tell the Vice Chancellor about this matter, that exam is commencing on Monday. We have not gotten everything that we needed on Thursday. So I sent a mail to the Vice Chancellor. That day, the Vice Chancellor said, how much will you need to get the remaining reagents you don't have? We sent the amount. The Vice Chancellor released money from his pocket to buy the chemicals, to buy the reagents. The reagent arrived on a Sunday for the reagent to be prepared and the chemicals to be run. We want to sincerely appreciate the Vice Chancellor we have and the love he has for this professional. The same thing goes with all the principal officers in the university. Number three, we want to appreciate our parents. Were it not to be the assistance of the parents, we will not be here today, because how much will these, my boys and girls, how much will they raise? So our parents, we appreciate you for all that you have done, and that you could be here today. You are worthy of emulation. We want to appreciate our erudite lecturers, because these are the people that took them from part one and took them to the level they are now. So our erudite lecturers, our dean, our HOD, past HOD, and all our lecturers, we appreciate. We want to appreciate the cooperators and the supporters of MLS. We have so much cooperators here, beginning from, in fact, all the departments. All the departments, run to any department and mention MLS. Everybody will want to rise to help us in MLS. We appreciate all our cooperators. We want to appreciate today our inductees because you stood by the law. You stood by the instruction. And here we are celebrating you today. If you decided to be arrogant, we will not be here today. So we want to appreciate you and especially thank you for cooperating with us to be able to educate you. We want to appreciate our technical officers. See them working. Nothing went wrong today. Our technical crew did marvelous work. And we want to appreciate all other students. We have so many students around, and today they have an important occasion, and they shape that important occasion so that they can be here. Students, we appreciate you. I want to sincerely appreciate all our gentlemen of the press who came here, and they've been working for us before today, and they are here. Finally, I want to appreciate you, particularly yourself. Say, I appreciate myself. Say it one well now. Now, turn to the person to your right and say, you are appreciated. We thank God for making this occasion to be today, and it has come to this point we are ending like this. I pray that as we go back to where we have come from, may God's presence be with every one of us. Thank you very much.
Yes, we have come to the end of the third induction ceremony into the medical laboratory science profession. Shall we please stand for the anthems?
Creating room to pursue excellence for research, and we care to all to achieve the best in the sciences, build a nation, change the world. Touching lives and making impact in the nation is our goal. Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow. Unimed, giving up for a better tomorrow. Unimed, better health for a greater nation. Pathway to a healthy nation. Frontiers in medical innovation and the benchmark in health education. Step by step in one accord, touching lives and making impact in the nation is our goal. Touching lives and making impact is how we will grow. Unimed, Unimed, giving up for a better tomorrow. Unimed, Unimed, better health for a greater nation.
Shall we please remain standing for the Vice Chancellor's procession in reverse order?